Right now, live at 5, how a controversial T-shirt is supporting Northland small businesses hoping to avoid another COVID shutdown in their future. Plus, the latest details on the ongoing search on one northern Minnesota lake for a man missing since yesterday. But first, the topic of COVID booster shots is now becoming a reality for some. We're bringing you the latest from the CDC today.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Good evening. I'm Natalie Grant. Kristen is on assignment tonight. Thanks for joining us. Our top story tonight, the CDC's Advisory Committee on Immunization Practice is following the FDA's lead when it comes to COVID-19 booster shots. This as a surge in COVID cases among the unvaccinated is now putting a strain on hospitals across the country. Skylar Henry is in Washington, D.C. with the latest.
A CDC advisory committee voted unanimously to recommend a third dose of Pfizer and Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine for certain Americans.
I think we're looking at a very specific population in the U.S. that was not able to mount an appropriate immune response to the normal 2 doses. And so this is a very specific population and is not meant for the entire U.S. population.
The development came after the Food and Drug Administration officially authorized a third vaccine dose to help protect immunocompromised and organ transplant recipients.
They're all very worried about the Delta variant, but that may be the least of our problems if COVID-19 continues to circulate across the U.S.
The Biden administration has yet to name a nominee to lead the FDA, the agency which could expand the emergency use authorization for at least one COVID vaccine within weeks. To help reach unvaccinated young Americans, President Biden teamed up with yet another social media influencer with almost 8 million Instagram followers. Seth Phillips, who runs the account Dude with Sign, posted this picture Friday, standing next to the president holding cardboard signs encouraging people to get the shot. Hospitals are filling up primarily with the unvaccinated in states like Texas, where ICU beds are now in short supply.
We're back in the throes of things as if we were in another, wave of the pandemic before the vaccination rollout.
To help slow the spread, the city of San Francisco will begin mandating proof of full vaccination next Friday for indoor dining, gyms, and other activities. In New Orleans, next week, everyone 12 and older will have to show proof of having at least one COVID shot or present a negative test to enter restaurants, gyms, or sports and music venues. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis, who has banned mask mandates in schools, now plans to roll out mobile antibody treatment units to treat a surge of COVID patients in his state. Meanwhile, back in our area, over the past 2 weeks, COVID cases are up about 270% in Bayfield County, where only about half of the population is vaccinated. That's a big reason behind bringing COVID shots to the Bayfield County Fair today. Fair Director Mary Modoff says it's important to meet people where they're at when encouraging them to get vaccinated. She hopes this will help all of us get back to normal.
Our hopes is just to keep getting people vaccinated so that we can get this thing under control and, try to get life back to normal, because we're still obviously wrestling with some of that.
The vaccine clinic at the Iron River Fairgrounds runs until about 8 o'clock tonight. They'll be back open tomorrow and Sunday. If you get vaccinated at the fair, they say they'll refund your cost of admission. Minnesota is seeing a steady increase in COVID-19 cases, and Carleton County is no exception. Now, one local business is speaking out amid their fears another shutdown is on the horizon. CBS3's Quinn Gorham joins us now to tell us about a way that one bar is spreading their message. Quinn, what can you tell us?
Well, Rendezvous Sports Bar in Scanlon is getting some attention for the T-shirts they're selling that read, "Don't Fauci My Minnesota." The slogan was inspired by the Don't Fauci My Florida merchandise being sold by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' campaign team. Now, Rendezvous owner Ron Swanstrom says wants to bring that movement to Minnesota. He claims Dr. Anthony Fauci says, and other health experts' advice was a major reason behind mandates and restrictions on small businesses during the height of the pandemic. Many of those were implemented by governors across the nation. In Minnesota, bars and restaurants had to shut down for in-person dining for months. To get his message out about the impact that had on small businesses, Swanstrom started selling the T-shirts, and now he's already sold more than 90 of them. Swanstrom says he isn't necessarily against vaccines or wearing masks, but he doesn't want those things to be mandated.
I think our government should be smaller and less invasive than bigger and controlling everything we do. Mandates, I think, are absurd. It's just not where a free country does.
It is important to note that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz has ended his emergency powers, meaning businesses cannot be shut down without state Senate approval. That CDC currently recommends everyone wear masks in crowded places in areas of high or substantial COVID transmission as an effective way to prevent the spread. They're also encouraging everyone to get vaccinated in order to reach herd immunity and avoid the need for restrictions on small businesses in the first place. According to CDC data, vaccines have been highly effective in preventing serious illness and death from COVID.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Quinn. Quinn Gorham live for us in the studio tonight. Thanks. We're learning new details about what led to a drive-by shooting in Duluth earlier this week. 21-year-old Huan Dunn and 25-year-old Brianna Clark Johnson have been charged in connection to that shooting. Dunn faces several charges, including second-degree attempted murder. Clark Johnson was charged with aiding an offender. Now, according to court documents, the victim and his brother were walking in the area of 15th Avenue East and Superior Street on Tuesday morning. They were looking for a stolen motorcycle, when they saw a car approach. The documents say that the brothers saw Dunn pointing a gun out the window. He fired shots as they ran away. One of the brothers was hit in that incident. Now, according to documents, the victim had a previous relationship with Clark Johnson. The shooting stemmed from another argument earlier in the day. Now, according to those court documents, there were several eyewitnesses. The shooting was also caught on a security camera. At last check, the victim was in stable condition. A Wisconsin man is dead and a teenager is fighting for their life after a crash in Superior. According to the police, that crash happened around 3 o'clock on Thursday afternoon near Ogden Avenue and Broadway Street. A 50-year-old man from Polk County was riding his motorcycle with a 15-year-old passenger when they were hit by a commercial cargo box truck. Officials say that the man died on the scene. The teen was then taken into a local hospital in critical condition. The 32-year-old driver of the truck was cited for failing to yield the right-of-way. Now, there is no word tonight on if the driver will be facing any more charges. The incident remains under investigation. Crews are still searching for a man missing in a northern Minnesota lake tonight. According to the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office, a 21-year-old from the Twin Cities went canoeing Thursday with a friend. They were on Sand Lake near Britt, which is not far from Virginia. Along with worsening weather, waves started flooding their canoe. Officials say that the friend was able to swim to an island, but the other man is still missing. The St. Louis County Rescue Squad is continuing their search around the island and the lake tonight. Neither of the men were wearing a life jacket at the time. Well, Dave joins us now for a quick look at that weather. Dave, it was definitely a picture-perfect day out there. It's nice to see the blue sky after all that fog.
Yeah, picture-perfect on one hand, indeed, very beautiful, but at a price. The fire danger is still very high, especially in Minnesota. So high for Wisconsin and Michigan, but near critical for Minnesota yet again. So we are still looking at that same alert from the National Weather Service, and it could extend through the weekend and beyond because we're going to be high and dry through the weekend and beyond. There's a small low up around Thunder Bay, which may bring some showers up there, but for the rest of us, high pressure's in control, keeping things sunny and dry through the weekend and into Monday and Tuesday. Our next rain chance is a little bit iffy, but it does come around on Wednesday, so we're pinning our hopes on that. For the short term, though, like Natalie mentioned, it's beautiful out there, so enjoy it while you can. Tonight and tomorrow, we're looking at clear skies to sunny skies with lows near 50 and highs near 80. If you're heading to the Bayfront Blues Festival, should be a pretty good time. Again, next much-needed rain chance comes around on Wednesday, and I'll talk about the odds of payoff in more detail in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, honoring a pioneer of the Chequamegon mountain biking scene with a new trail fund. More details as we take you around the Northland, city by city, right after the break.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS. Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between two toasted buns?
Toasty. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's. Feed your happy.
The new Kubota LX Series. Built with comfort and versatility to outlast any job on the list. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
No one serves you better than Bullet Implement.
Your home improvement company has industry-leading materials and warranties on all of our window and bathroom products. We also certify all of our installers in our installation training center. Right now, we are offering 20% off all products and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call us today or go online to book your appointment. If you want your project done right the first time, go with your home improvement company where it's your home made better.
If you have been financially affected by the COVID pandemic, then this message is for you. Are you among the many folks who have lost their jobs, or if you've been furloughed or working from home at a reduced pay? If you have credit card debt and cannot make your monthly payments, we at Debt Fix Pros can help. Call us to see how we can reduce your interest rates and lower your monthly payments. If you are struggling with credit card debt, we can help. Call 1-800-804-9036 now to get out of debt.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
Are we 6 feet apart?
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hungry for something hot and juicy?
Maybe.
Breaded by hand?
Sounds steamy.
Nestled between 2 toasted buns?
Toasty.
The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Buy one, get one for just $1. Only at Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Spirit Mountain tonight. It's shaping up to be a beautiful and sunny weekend, but we're still keeping an eye on those fire dangers. Dave will be in with a week's full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region. A critical fundraiser for animals and the return of the Great Twin Ports get-together. All that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We're starting off tonight in Cable, Wisconsin, where the Shawamigan Area Mountain Bike Association has announced a new trail fund. The fund will honor Ron Burgeon, one of the association's founding members and a longtime executive director. The initiative hopes to raise $90,000 for some new trails, maintenance, and more. Now, courtesy of an anonymous donor, $45,000 will be matched over the next 3 years. For information on how you can contribute to the Ron Burgeon Trail Fund, you can head to our website. Next, we're hopping over to Grand Rapids, where another crucial fundraiser. August marked the beginning of a 5-month fund matching challenge that could determine the fate of a local animal shelter. In order to have the ability to take on more dogs, Great Tails Animal Rescue is looking to create their shelter of their own. Now, thanks to an anonymous benefactor, the shelter will get up to $50,000 of donations matched. For information on how you can donate, you can head to our website. And we're wrapping up tonight in Duluth for the Great Twin Ports get-together. Local fan favorite Big Wave Dave and the Ripples will be headlining an electric 5-band performance at Wade Stadium this Sunday. Between all the local musical talent, the audience can kick back and laugh, courtesy of comedian Danny Friedman. There'll be plenty of things for kids to enjoy as well, with a bouncy house and games. Admission is free with a suggested donation of 1 non-perishable food item. The event runs from noon until 6. Well, if there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email, and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city. Still to come on Live at 5. After 2 years of waiting, the Blues are back at Bayfront. We're taking you live to the festival in just a few minutes.
Today's record high is 91 from 1970. The record low is 37 from 1964. I was around for both of those dates, which shows I'm getting pretty old. And also getting old around here, these constant fire threats. I'll talk about when we'll get some relief from rain right after our break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin show? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Funerals can be emotionally devastating for a family to go through. Besides the sorrow, loved ones are left with the high cost of arranging a funeral. Funeral Advantage was formed to help protect your family when they need it most. It pays your loved ones up to $20,000 immediately for funeral and any other expenses.
It's a good feeling to know that my family will be taken care of if anything happens to me.
Funerals can easily cost $9,000 or more, but government benefits pay only $255, leaving your loved ones to pay the rest.
It's so easy. Just answer a few simple health questions. This is so affordable, even for someone like me who's on a fixed income.
If you're 40 to 85, get information on how to protect your family. Funeral Advantage is something we all need. There's no risk or obligation. Call now.
Get the facts about how easy it is to protect your family. There's no risk or obligation. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
Storm damage happens, and when it does, turn to Peak Construction Roofing, the Northland's storm damage experts. Peak simplifies the process for you every step of the way. We offer insurance claims assistance and free storm damage inspections. Call Peak Construction Roofing today and let us take care of you.
I show you what precautions are being taken at this year's Bayfront Blues Festival.
We tell you about a local bar selling a controversial t-shirt.
Rain has been a rare commodity and likely will stay that way through the weekend.
Tonight at 6 on CBS3.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel. Weekday mornings on CBS.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
High pressure from Canada has settled into the region, and as it leads, it takes temperatures down. It'll finish with a warmer temperature note here as early as tomorrow, but today's high temps came up cooler than the normal of 77 just about everywhere. Moose Lake did manage to meet 77, so did Siren and Hinckley, but only 69 International Falls, a mere 66 degrees in Ely, just a few miles up the Gunflint, 64. On the Upper Peninsula, upper 60s there, so we had mid-70s for a portion of Wisconsin, fairly close to normal. There's a lot of folks that like temperatures in the 60s. Today was your day. Enjoy it while you can, because we do go back into the 80s tomorrow and through the weekend, along with dry conditions. Current conditions say it is 72 degrees right now at the airport in Duluth. Relative humidity readings remain too low, only 33%. One of the reasons why we have the near critical fire danger in Minnesota and just plain high for the rest of the region. Be careful with fire this weekend. Westerly, northwesterly winds going 13 miles per hour, and the air pressure on the high side at 30.10 inches of mercury. Next chance for low pressure systems to come aboard with clouds and rain maybe next Wednesday. We'll show you that on the 7-day. Right now we show you the current temperatures, which are going as warm as 68 in Watersmeet for Michigan and as warm as 73 for Solon Springs, Hayward, and Superior in Wisconsin. Cooler by the lake for La Pointe, splitting into the differences going on in Ashland. And Minnesota numbers show some 60s prevailing in the arrowhead of Minnesota, with lower 70s for much of the rest of the region, as warm as 75 currently towards Moose Lake. All right, Doppler map right now shows a small low-pressure system spinning over the Thunder Bay area, bringing some rain showers to southern parts of Ontario. And it looks like they crossed the border into northern Minnesota, but they haven't really paid off with much precip. So for the most part, we are high and dry because of the high-pressure cell that has settled in from Canada, which will keep us sunny from Saturday through Tuesday. Once we get to Wednesday, hopefully some relief comes our way for rain in the way of this low-pressure system coming out of the lee side of the Rockies in the Colorado region. 30% chance of rain breezes in on Wednesday and may stick around through Friday, so hopefully through 3 chances we get what we need, and we need a lot. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep an eye on the Doppler here as we get closer to next Wednesday. But for tonight, the Doppler should be pretty calm with a clear sky and low temps in Minnesota from 45 to 54. For Wisconsin and Michigan, the low temps will go from 45 to 48. So that part of our world will actually be cooler than a lot of Minnesota places. Mostly clear sky there as well. Tomorrow, mostly sunny to straight up sunny for Wisconsin and Michigan, with a return to warmer than normal conditions. We'll go 78 to 82 for the high temps. In Minnesota, upper 70s by the lake, 80 to 82 inland. The normal is 77. So as we eye up the 7-day forecast here, we see that for the most part, we will be warmer than normal this week. The only really cool day comes around next Friday, and if we can be patient, Next rain chance does come for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as well, Natalie.
Yeah, this weather can stick around as long as it wants. It'll be a nice weekend to get out there and enjoy some sunshine.
Some folks do like it. Others are just hoping for that rain to come across sooner.
Exactly. All right. Thanks, Dave. Well, after the pandemic put the kibosh on last year's summer event, the 31st annual Blues Fest is back at Duluth Bayfront Festival Park this weekend. CBS3's Alexander Libby joins us live from the concerts. Alex, it sounds like people in the crowd are pretty excited to be back out in front of the lake.
Yeah, I'm excited how nice this weather is, and Bayfront has been a very, very popular place so far this summer. That's because last summer, almost every single concert was canceled, and this concert going on right now is no exception. As you can see, hundreds, if not thousands of people behind me waiting to see and hear from their favorite artists. So Blues Fest is one of the largest in the upper Midwest, and the festival started 31 years ago, and it was a free event with one stage and just a few performances. Well, this year the festival features 21 different acts on 2 separate stages, and Brian Anderson, who's been coming to the festival for the last 30 years, says the reason the festival is so popular is because blues music is loved by all ages.
It's cross-generational. I mean, the music's been going on, roots going back almost 200 years. So there's something from every musical genre throughout the whole history of that time.
Anderson says it's been a great time to see old friends and blues fans that he didn't get to see last summer. The festival started today and runs through the weekend, and you still can buy a single-day pass, and that will cost you right around $69. Coming up tonight at 6 o'clock, I talked to event organizers who kind of share what they've done to make this festival safer and more fun for everyone that is here and is excited to see the music. Natalie?
Alex, it definitely is a fun time to be out there in front of Bayfront. Don't have too much fun out there, but we'll talk to you again soon. Well, it's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets. Today's pet comes from us from the Humane Society of Douglas County. This is Maverick. He's a 5-year-old German Shepherd who is full of energy, making him the perfect playmate. He's a sweet, happy dog that has been well trained. He's a great companion for kids or cats, but would be best in a house without other dogs. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Maverick, then you can call the number listed on our screen. Still to come live at 5, despite setting a goal of full withdrawal by the end of this month, the U.S. will be sending more troops into Afghanistan. We'll tell you why after the break.
Culligan. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
School's starting. Is your internet fast enough? Gear up during Extreme's End of the Summer Sale. Get fast internet as low as $19.99 a month for 1 year. Extreme's fiber-powered internet gets an A+ for performance with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig. Powerful in-home Wi-Fi and 99.9% network reliability. Hurry and get Extreme internet for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Dial 844-EXTREME2. It's the smart call.
Here you go, sweetheart.
It's your first savings account.
A savings account? Imagine the possibilities. Oh, no.
But I really wanted a basketball.
You may dribble me.
Imagining a bright future? Let's see how we can help. National Bank of Commerce. We make more possible.
At Culver's, we never tire of crafting fresh frozen custard right in our restaurants.
As soon as I'm like, who wants Culver's custard? The kids are already running out the door.
Hello, everybody. Here's your custard. Always rich and creamy, always sure to put a smile on your face.
It's more than just a special treat. It's creating memories with my children and family time.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Family time is custard time. Welcome to Delicious.
Kristen Bakke is as local as our evening news.
I'm from here. This is my home. I learned how to do a left-handed layup right there. At that hoop, that exact hoop.
Covering the communities she calls home too.
You know, there's nothing phony about it. That's who she is. She's just a natural at it, so I enjoy watching her because she's so good at what she does.
Leaders at Hibbing Taconite are scrambling at the Minorca Mine, family heritage, and iron mining history.
For everything local, watch Kristen Vaki on Live Local CBS 3.
I got into journalism when I was in high school, actually, and that's where I really fell in love with the news and the storytelling aspect of it. Being able to bring those things together and keep people informed. It's so important for us to be in a community like Duluth, to be able to hear your stories and then bring them to everybody else in the community.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
The Pentagon says most of the 3,000 American soldiers deployed to Afghanistan to evacuate U.S. Embassy personnel in Kabul will be on the ground by the end of this weekend. Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington.
U.S. troops are beginning to arrive in Afghanistan as the Taliban accelerates its offensive, now holding more than a dozen provincial capitals, including Kandahar, the country's second largest city. A defense official says the capital of Kabul could be threatened within 30 days or possibly sooner.
It appears as if they are trying to get Kabul isolated. We've planned for a lot of contingencies, and this was certainly one of them.
CBS News senior national security contributor and former acting CIA director Michael Morrell says the capability of terrorists in Afghanistan is going to increase rapidly over the next several months.
We have to figure out a way to collect intelligence without an embassy.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has asked the Biden administration to brief members on the situation when they return the week of August 23rd. President Biden has defended his decision to withdraw U.S. combat troops by the end of the month.
They've got to fight for themselves, fight for their nation.
I lost my right arm below the elbow.
Veteran Mike McElhenney was part of a special forces team on the ground in southern Afghanistan after 9/11.
There was a lot of, blood and treasure spilled over there. We can't continue to send, kids and generations over there. And for what?
McElhenney calls the current situation surreal to watch, but says he believes it's time to get out. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Today, NATO allies met to discuss the situation in Afghanistan. Afterwards, the security general warned the Taliban it would not be recognized by the international community if it takes the country by force. We'll be right back after this break.
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
Test, rest, then buy a famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express. Plus, get no money down, 3-year special financing with free delivery, free setup, and a 120-day guarantee. It's so sciencey. The famous purple mattress now at Home Sleep Express.
Mopping the dirt from your floor is a messy chore. Well, now you can spin away those germs with Floor Police, the lightweight and cordless power spin mop that scrubs away messes the fast and easy way. Just add any disinfectant, and at a speedy 100 RPMs, the microfiber pads do all the scrubbing so you don't have to. The secret is the powerful electric motor and rechargeable lithium battery that has 90 minutes of runtime. The swivel head can easily clean in and around obstacles and get deep under furniture. Plus, the pads are machine washable and reusable. Get Floor Police with 2 microfiber pads for just 2 easy payments of $29.99. But wait, call now and get 2 free scouring and 2 free polishing pads. But hold everything, because you can double the entire offer. Just pay separate fee, and we'll even ship it to you free. That's 2 Floor Police mops with pads, plus free shipping on your entire order. Call or click now.
Call 1-800-592-0163 or visit floorpolice.com. So call 1-800-592-0163 now.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Vaki, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bucky every Tuesday at 10. Only on live, local CBS3.
Now at Homeworld Rugs, thousands of area rugs will be sold up to 67% off when you take an extra 12% off already discounted prices, plus 3-year special financing. Hundreds of rugs from $77, room-size rugs from $147. The area rug clearance at Homeworld Rugs.
This show is about connection. Not even 2020 and socially distancing ourselves are going to get in the way of that.
The Kelly Clarkson Show on CBS3.
Welcome back to the CBS3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from Canal Park on this Friday evening. Let's take a look back at today's top stories and see what's coming up tonight at 6. Tonight at 5, we learned about the CDC's unanimous recommendation for a third vaccine for immunocompromised individuals. To further promote the vaccine, President Biden teamed up with social media famous dude with a sign to send a message to unvaccinated Americans. And tonight at 6, we are live again from the Bayfront Blues Fest. Here's a live look to hear about the steps that organizers are taking to defend against the spread of COVID, learn about their safety initiatives, and how they are excited to get back up, coming up tonight at 6. Dave's last check of the weather here. It looks like it's a nice night out there at Bayfront.
Yeah, we shouldn't worry about any rain, although we do need rain. Bottom line is, for the 7-day forecast here, it'll be high and dry thanks to high pressure from Saturday through Tuesday, and fairly warm. After a cool down today, we go up towards 85 for the weekend. Next rain chance will get us, hopefully, come Wednesday.
Well, that's your CBS3 News Live at 5. The evening news is coming up next. We'll see you right back here tonight at 6.